Hello, so today I'm going to be recording another housing wishlist video. It's been a while since I did my last one, but I've seen a lot of buildings recently in the game that I really like the look of, and I've asked around and lots of other people have given me suggestions for buildings that they really enjoy in the game that they would like to be able to have as well, to make their own and buy in the game. So I thought I would record some of those. I'm probably going to have to take up more than one video because there are quite a few. So I'll get started without waffling on too much. Okay, so these buildings here are one that more than one person actually mentioned when I asked them about houses in the game. It's also one that I almost put into my last video as well, and it's these orc houses. The orc houses we have at the moment are all very similar looking to each other, but none of them resemble these buildings at all. Which I find quite bizarre, because personally when I think about orc houses, these moon-shaped houses are the ones that really come into my mind quite a lot. I apologise for all these quest givers. This character didn't do hardly any of these quests. So I think that one's locked, so I'm going to go into the one over here. I'm pretty sure they're very similar. And look, they just look so cool outside, like almost like a big something. The windows out here are really cool. Everything about it is just a really nice looking building. I also think this would be good because it's not too huge. It's not tiny, of course, like you've got quite a lot of space in here, but it's not enormous. I mean, if you were to have a decent item limit for this, you'd be able to decorate it really nicely. I mean, these fireplaces are just so cool. That's really amazing. I love it. All of these rooms are a nice size. Got these little ones at the side, then sort of medium-sized rooms next to them, and then the big one in the centre. Another really cool fireplace. So yeah, these are really nice houses. The stone and the wood is nice in here. I'm not 100% sure why the windows are closed up. I think if this were to be made a house, it would be quite nice if the windows were actually how they appear on the outside, because on the outside they appear to be sort of open, and I think it would be nice if the inside reflected that, let a bit of light in because they're a bit dark. It would also sort of maybe help to change the look of the building depending on the type of day as well, if some natural daylight could come in here. So yes, that's number one, and it's one of these nice orky moon-shaped houses. I'm not really I'm not 100% sure what they're called. And they are here at the Stone Tooth Fortress, if anybody is interested. Okay. Next, we're going to Vvardenfell. There are actually two houses in Vvardenfell that I would like to look at. Okay, we're here in Saint-Denis. I think you're going to realise pretty quickly the common thing among the houses that I would like to see, and other people as well, is the size of them. Hopefully Zenimax realise that people don't want huge mansions. They're nice occasionally, but we don't want one every single time we get an update. So this is the building you're here to see. Finden's Goods. Have a little look around outside first. So the little outside area is cute. It's got like a little dock area. It would be nice if we could have this and it would be like on water. We could maybe have a boat out here or something, because it is pretty tiny inside, if I remember correctly. Yeah, It's tiny, but it's also got some sort of little charm about it, I guess. These fires are really cool. I really wish we could get these fires in the game. They're really amazing. Especially some places, like you can't really fit in a fireplace to buy or make or anything. This would really solve that problem. And they're just really very nice looking as well. They're cute. So that would be an item that I would love to have in most of my houses. So yeah, it's really tiny in here. We've got a cute little, I mean, if you removed all of this stuff, obviously you'd have a bit more space. The brickwork is nice. It's got these little windows. I mean, if you had a little garden as well, obviously it would make more space in here. And there's a tiny little upstairs as well. So it's tiny and it's simple, but it does have a charm about it. And it also looks like there's a little attic up there. If ZeniMax would introduce ladders, or even just have a little ladder here, then for this house perhaps we could have a little attic room as well, just to make up for how small it is. And you know, one that you could go over and maybe interact with to climb up the ladder. So yeah, it's a very small, tiny, simple house. And it's one that was recommended to me. And like most of the other ones that were recommended to me, it is quite small. But I do see why people would want this. I would probably want this as well. I'm just going to see if you can actually see anything to do with the attic room up there. Yeah, so you can see there's a little sort of roof, so it would be quite cool actually if there was a little ladder or some way to get to that hatch in the roof. Have like a little secret room up there. So that's number 2, and it's Sadanine's shop. The next one's also in Vvardenfell, and we want to go. Let's see if I can remember. We want to go to Sadith Mora, or Sadrith Mora, however it's pronounced. We're in Sadrith Mora. There is a particular house here. I mean, you can see these are all of the little mushroom houses, not like the huge Telgallon. They're like little tiny versions, which again I see exactly why people would want these. They're just really kind of cute. They're pretty adorable looking little houses. I love them. I guess they're probably not everybody's cup of tea, because they are kind of unique looking. That's not the one. I do apologise. There is a particular house here that I'm looking for, but I don't 100% remember where it is. I may have to do a bit of breaking and entering to get in there, we'll have to see. But yeah, but these are all very sort of sweet looking, nice houses, in my opinion. The reason I'm looking for a particular one is because the person who recommended it to me recommended a particular one. It was this one. I have a bounty after this. Okay. We're in. Okay, here it is. So yeah, it is a very sweet little room here. I love those stairs. I'm guessing that's why they picked this one. Those stairs are really amazing. I like the fact that we've got like a little raised area here, which is really nice. I actually love these little plant pots too. The windows in here, in these houses, and the doorways, they look kind of rough, but in a way that gives them like a little bit more. The fireplace as well, it's very nice. I do like that. He's seen me, look, he looks shocked. Oh, it's so funny. I actually really like what they've done here with the little tea table with this sort of stool on top. That looks really cool. Okay. Have a little look upstairs. Hopefully there's no more shocked Dunmer up here. Yeah, see, it's very nice. See, again, it's smaller. People want smaller houses. Including me, I want smaller houses too. This stairway actually is just really nice. I love it. It's like going down a little cave. I do really like this. I'm a fan of this house. In fact, all three so far, personally, I would buy them. There's another one of these really cool fires here. Okay, have a little look around outside it. So, again, we could have a little garden out here. I guess you wouldn't really have much space in there for a door that leads outside. But you could have a garden at the front or around the house. And it does just look very sort of sweet. I actually prefer the look on the outside of some of the others, with the little windows next to the door. But I guess they don't have the really cool stairs. Oh. Yes, take my money. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. I like the way that this one's got like the little windows. I'll have a little look in here. Oh, I can't look in there. But yeah, some of these other little ones have the really cute little windows at the side of the door. They all look kind of sweet. Can't go inside this one, but I do this one. I think I like the look of the outside the most. So anyway, we have two more. So the next one is in Somerset. Okay, we're in Somerset. Just have to make sure I'm going the right way, which I'm not. Okay, before we go to the house, we pass these amazing things that I just wanted to look at quickly, which is these greenhouses, which I absolutely love. I love these greenhouses so much. I also love the plant pots we have inside. I'm not quite sure why it's raining in here. I would love for them to add these to the game, preferably without the rain. Even if like these greenhouses came with a house, or if we could buy the greenhouses separately like we can with the tents and things. Or even better, if we could buy these panels, then they could be used as windows as well as putting them all together to make a really cool greenhouse like this. That would be really amazing. I'd love that. I also like these plant pots we have in here. I think the best feature about most of these is that it's got earth inside them, so you could put whatever you wanted in there really. The trellis there. Oh, and I forgot to mention in the other one as well, the trees have apples on them, which would save item slots when putting fruit onto trees. So yeah, it's just really cool. I love those. Okay, we get to the house, which I believe is the one down here over the bridge. Okay, so outside you can see it's very attractive. It's a very nice looking house on the outside. It kind of reminds me of a larger version of Cliffshade outside actually. We go inside. Okay, for me, the second I walk in here I'm just like, wow, the brickwork, I love these walls. I suppose it does have quite a bit of similarity to the Eleanor Crest townhouse, apart from the fact that the Eleanor Crest townhouse is sort of really clean and sort of white, whereas this is sort of, you know, a lot more rough looking, maybe a bit more sort of, I don't know, it looks older. For me, I prefer that look. I think Zenimax might need to fix the table up there because it's poking through the wall. Okay, so we have a tiny room here, which, as you can see, leaves a bit of a gap. So you could possibly even have a door there leading out to a garden. Ladder. We really need a ladder in this game. I think people have been asking for that for a really long time, but that would be pretty amazing. Okay. We have a couple of other big rooms. They're kind of, this one is actually very wide as well, so they might be a bit big for some people. The problem with bigger rooms is you having to divide up the space, but it is really pretty in here. I would absolutely love this house. Okay, then we have these stairs. So even the stairs, they just look kind of worn. It's really nice. I really want to pick this table up and move it. It's driving me a bit mad. Okay, and then this room up here as well is just really cool. How it's in the attic. I love the slopey ceilings. And I just think this whole wall texture really is nicer than the Eleanor Crest townhouse one. I just think this building's more interesting just from having this wall in here. Have a little look outside here. Okay, so round here is where the gap in the building is. So you could have like a little garden here, going all the way around even. But lots of nice interesting shapes. And it's an attractive house outside and inside. Okay, so we're here in Hughes Bane. Let's go to this place. It's not really a house as such. We go down here. You might already be able to guess where I'm going. Now, in my last housing wishlist video, I had not one, but two boats. And we got a boat, but we also got a huge, massive island with it. So, this is one of my biggest desires of this game, I suppose. And it is a boat. I want a boat. I don't want an island. I don't want an entire zone. I don't want a huge, massive place to fill with 700 items. I want to use 700 items to fill up a boat. So this is a nice boat. Have to trespass again. Yeah, I just want a boat. I don't want an island with my boat, because I can't justify spending that many crowns on things that I don't want. If I wanted an island, I'd have bought Grand Topol. I want a boat. So I'm in a restricted area. So bring on the bounty. But yeah, this is a nice boat. It's very similar to the Colossal Elf Mary. But any boat will do really for me. I'd be happy with any boat. I am a fan of this one. I would love this boat. So yes, I want a boat. And whilst I'm here in Hughes Bane, complaining about wanting a boat, I would like a boat that maybe, I don't know, maybe there could be like a small little boat that you click on and it takes you to your big boat that just hangs out in the middle of the sea and doesn't have to have an island, or if it does have some land with it, just a tiny little piece of beach. That would be amazing. I would love that. I think that the Colossal Married Grotto is probably the coolest house we have, but for me it's too much, too big. And whilst we're here in Hughes Bane, I did show this house last time I did a video, but it is my favourite house that we can't have. I mean, I would probably say it is actually my favourite one, so I'm going to show it again if I can find it. Here it is. I want this house so much. This is like my dream house in this game. Right, I've unlocked the door. Oh, I wanted to look around outside first, but never mind. Okay, so this is it. I know it looks a bit scruffy, but I like that. I think it gives it character. I love these built-in bookcases in the wall. I think they are amazing. I just like, if you removed all of this stuff in here, it would, like, part of what makes it look so scruffy is all of this rubbish hanging around. These hammocks though are really cool. At the moment we have the Bosma hammocks, which I personally don't use very often because they're an awkward shape. If we had hammocks like this in the game, I would use them a lot. I think they're really amazing. So I would love to have these hammocks. And open books, of course. We had that Daedric one for a little while. I don't know what happened to that. But like, just a regular open book, it doesn't have to be about Daedra. I kind of like these walls even. They look very sort of old and traditional. Traditionally medieval, I suppose. The windows are nice. All of our Redguard houses are very sort of palacey and posh at the moment, so it would be nice to have something a little bit less on the sort of posh side. I love this little sort of archway area here. Again, we have these really cool built-in bookcases. These walls are kind of falling apart, so we could either do it and make this a house. I guess I prefer if they removed this little bit here, or built it up so that they were full walls for these rooms. But it's not too huge. You could fill this up with a medium item limit, I suppose, although obviously it would be better to have a larger one. There's just so many little quirky things about this building that I just absolutely love. Like, it's just so quirky, so unique, and I just want it. The fireplace is really cool, really like it. I just really want this house. Of any building in the whole game, this is the one that I would want. I'm going to have to let this guard arrest me so I can show you the nice view. Surrender myself. Okay, so from down here as well, because there's two entrances. I think the nicer view is probably from upstairs though. Can find a way up there. So yeah, just being able to have a house really on the docks here in Hughes Bane with this view. I would just absolutely love it. This is where I want to be. So anyway, I've talked too much about Sailor's Rest now. And thank you very much for watching. If anybody has any suggestions for some really nice buildings that they personally wish they could have in the game to buy, then please let me know and I will go and check them out and maybe might add them to the list for my next video. So thank you very much and have an absolutely lovely day. Goodbye.